What's up guys, I'm Suman from Stein, and in this video let us take a look at 5 really good smartwatches that you can buy under 5,000 rupees. And one thing to remember is that in India we have loads, like hundreds and hundreds of smartwatches out there, but these are the ones I would personally, suggest someone if they ask which smartwatch to buy. With that said, if I've missed any really good one, please put that in the comments below and I'll pin that comment. And finally, I'll have all the links to the products in the description below, so make sure you check them out. And with that said, let us begin. Now the first watch is the AMOLED Wise Glaze, and now this is priced at 2,500 rupees. With that said, let's move on to the pros and cons of this smartwatch. So this comes with an AMOLED display, which means the viewing experience is definitely going to be good, and this has the highest brightness of any smartwatch in this list. Now this is at 1000 nits brightness. Now it's not mentioned if it's peak brightness, but still 1000 nits is definitely really high. Next thing is that this has a very fluid UI, and that coupled with the 60 Hz display is definitely going to give a really smooth user experience. Now you have Bluetooth calling and you have always on display, which is kind of good. Now the cons are that you don't have inbuilt GPS, and the battery life is like decent, it's not very good. And if you turn on always on display, then the battery life is definitely going to be less, like say 1.5 days, something like that. Now before I move on to the next one, quick update. Most of these smartwatches kind of have similar specifications and features, so sometimes I may not have mentioned that when I'm talking about the pros and cons, but it will definitely be on the screen, so please check that out. Now the next smartwatch is the Amazfit Pop 2, and this is priced at 3,500 rupees. Now when we take a look at the pros, again, this has an AMOLED display, so definitely viewing experience is going to be good. Now it has Bluetooth calling, great. It has an always on display, which is again great, and the battery life here is actually good. Now when it comes to the UI, it is good, but I won't say it's like very smooth, so that is there, but I'll explain why in the con section. And the next is that it has loads of sports mode, so that is a good thing. And my personal opinion is that I actually kind of like the design. It looks minimal, it doesn't look like a block, but it looks rather elegant, so this is just a personal opinion. And now on the con section, it has no GPS, and sadly this doesn't come with a 60 Hz display, which is kind of not that great, because this has kind of a decently smooth UI. I mean, it's not buttery smooth, but still decently smooth. But if it had a 60 Hz display, that would have greatly enhanced the overall user experience. Okay, but that's fine. But anyways, and health tracking data is not that accurate when compared to some of the other smartwatches in this list. Third in this list, we have the OnePlus Nord watch, and this is priced at 4,500 rupees. So jumping into the pros, again, this has a really amazing display, AMOLED, so viewing experience, like I said, 60 Hz display, again that with OnePlus's fluid animations. Like this has one of the fluid animations I've seen apart from another smartwatch, but like the UI animations, everything are smooth, so that with the 60 Hz display is definitely going to give a really nice user experience. And then it has really good battery life, and the build is actually nice. Now the cons of this is like it has no Bluetooth calling, and at this price it should have been there, but it is not there, so that's a big bummer. And it has no inbuilt GPS, but that's fine, but the Bluetooth calling thing is definitely a deal breaker. Now the next is the Pebble Cosmos Endure, and this is priced at 4,700 rupees. Now jumping to the pros, this again comes with an AMOLED display, so great. And in this list, this is the only smartwatch which comes with a really tough exterior. I mean, it doesn't mean that it's going to be like super tough like a G-Shock, but still for this price, I think it is a tank, because this is constructed with a full metal alloy. So the construction, so overall toughness is going to be really rugged and stuff. So if someone wants a really rugged looking smartwatch, then this is the one to go with. Now again, it has Bluetooth calling, great, always on display, and the battery life is also good, and the UI is kind of decently smooth. Again, you can't expect buttery fluid UIs, but still it's good. And of course, it has loads of sports modes. Now the con is that it has no GPS. Again, most of these smartwatches in this list don't have, so that's fine. And finally, this is just Bluetooth 5.0. Like most of the other smartwatches have Bluetooth 5.2 and even 5.3, but this is just Bluetooth 5.0, which is kind of like a bummer. And the final watch in this list is the Realme Watch 3 Pro, priced at 4,999. Now jumping on the pros, really good display because it's AMOLED, Bluetooth calling, it has always on display, it has high refresh rate, it has a smooth UI, great battery life. But the two things which make this stand apart from the rest are it has inbuilt GPS. Yeah, it can track you, it is built into the smartwatch, and it has the latest Bluetooth 5.3. I mean, this coupled with the GPS is a great addition to a smartwatch because it's going to definitely help you, especially tracking your steps, things like that. And Bluetooth 5.3 will enable better connectivity. Now the cons is that I'm really picky, but it is a plastic build, it's not a metal build, so that is there. But of course they had to cut corners somewhere, and the design is again just like the other smartwatches in this list, so nothing great, boring, but still rest of the things are great. That's good. With that said, these are the 5 watches I would recommend someone if they ask me what is the best smartwatch to buy under 5,000 rupees. Now if you ask me which one I would personally go with, there are 2 watches and there are 2 reasons for that. Now if I want the best user experience, the best features and stuff like that, I would definitely go with the Realme watch because that is they have packed in a lot of features for the price, and I personally think that is a huge thing because not many manufacturers do that. I mean, plastic build, okay, but still you get a smooth UI, high refresh rate, that is 60 Hertz, and you get Bluetooth 5.3, inbuilt GPS, things like that, which definitely makes this great. Now second option is that if I have to go just by the looks, if I want a smartwatch that looks cool in my hand, like rugged, then I would go with the Pebble Cosmos Endura because that is a really nice looking smartwatch. I've made sure across from 2,500 up till 5,000 there are 5 watches from which you can select based on your preferences, what you need, the features you need, the price point, design, everything. So make sure you select the right one. By the way, again, all the links to these products are in the description below. Make sure to check that out. And with that said, thanks for watching. And this here is Suman signing off once again. Catch you later.